Breaking news. Well, technically the news is not breaking, nor have I actually broken any news. It's just that reports have started flooding in that the Enlightened Christian Gathering church leader Shepard Bushiri and his wife have been arrested on fraud and money laundering charges involving more than 15 million rand. One thing I will say about the Hawks is that when it comes to like other serious stuff like state capture, they are very nimble on their feet. But when it comes to Prophet Bushiri, it seems like they do not play, man. They don't play. Hello and welcome to RedLive. Now, before I get into the story of his arrest, I will say this, I have been to ECG. I thoroughly did enjoy that day when I went there. And I will say that in my personal opinion, when I was there at the church, it kind of felt like they were speaking to me. Anyways, back to the story of Prophet Shepard Bushiri and his wife being arrested on fraud charges and money laundering charges. The Hawks confirmed earlier on this morning that they made an arrest, but they did not name who they arrested. The ECG Church, however, issued a statement confirming that Bushiri and his wife Mary were taken into custody on fraud and money laundering charges, and they were arrested in a hotel in Rustenburg. According to the statement given, the Hawks' case against the pair concerns alleged offences of fraud, money laundering, and the contravention of the Prevention of Organised Crime Act. The statement also goes on to say that the crimes were committed from 2015 in relation to the exchange control regulations related to foreign currency in the amount of $1,147,200, which when converted to South African rands, it's about 15.3 million rands. The statement also goes on to say the couple, who run several business enterprises in South Africa and abroad, are expected to appear before the Pretoria Commercial Crime Court on Monday. With regards to the ECG Church's statement, it says that around 7 a.m. on Friday today, our members of the police stormed the Sparkling Waters Hotel in Rustenburg, and that is where the arrest happens. We were later made aware that there were members of the Hawks. They took the prophet and our mother, Prophetess Mary Bushiri, in handcuffs to Pretoria. The statement also goes on to say, as you will remember from last year, we have struggled with reports that our father was guilty. He has been detained and is busy being questioned by the Hawks in Silvertown, Pretoria. So the allegations are basically that he sent about 50 million rands to his birth country, Malawi. The allegations also go on to say that it is believed that he transported the money out of South Africa to Malawi using his private jet and a couple of vehicles. And the news of his arrest comes after some very good news from the CRL Rights Commission that found that Prophet Shepard Bushiri was not responsible for the stampede at his Pretoria church. The CRL Rights Commission found that the church fully complied with the safety regulation. The commission said that after due consideration, it found that the church was granted a compliance certificate prior to the service in December of last year. After the news from the commission broke earlier this morning, it seems like there is more news related to the ECG Church leader Shepard Bushiri, and this time it's about his arrest. Now, the statements do say that he will appear in court on Monday. One thing that hasn't been made clear yet is whether or not they will be detaining him throughout the weekend until he appears in court, because nobody wants to spend the weekend in prison. The Hawks, né? With all the corruption that goes on in South Africa and the lack of intervention from the Hawks that actually happened, sometimes we actually forget that there is even the Hawks. However, it does seem that the Hawks have not forgotten about Shepard Bushiri. But treading on neutral ground, I will just say that I hope that the Hawks maintain this vigilance with all corruption. But do let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to RedLive if you haven't, and binge watch my previous videos.